Al-Aziz, my dear sisters and my dear brothers. Today we're gonna record a audiobook of 12th Biology, 2nd unit, 5th chapter. The unit is Genetics and Evolution. It comprises of 3 chapters, that is, Principle of Inheritance and Variation, Molecular Basis of Inheritance, and Evolution. Just a brief account of this unit. The work of Mendel and others who followed him gave us an idea of inheritance patterns. However, the nature of those factors which determine the phenotype was not very clear, as these factors represent the genetic basis of inheritance. Understanding the structure of genetic material and the structural basis of genotypes and phenotype conversion became the focus of attention in biology for the next century. The entire body of molecular biology was a consequent development with major contribution from Watson, Crick, Nirenberg, Khorana, Cambergs, fathers and son, Benzer, Monod, Brainer, etc. A parallel problem being tackled was the mechanism of evolution. Awareness in the areas of molecular genetics, structural biology, and bioinformatics have enriched our understanding of the molecular basis of evolution. In this unit, the structure and functions of DNA and story and theory of evolution have been examined and explained. Now let us discuss about some important scientists, which are James Watson and Francis Crick. James D.V. Watson was born in Chicago on 6th April 1928. In 1947, he received BSc degree in zoology. During these years, his interest in bird watching had matured into a serious desire to learn genetics. This became possible when he received a fellowship for graduate study in zoology at Indiana University, Bloomington, where he received his PhD degree in 1950 on a study of the effect of hard X-ray on bacteriophage multiplication. He met Crick and discovered their common interest in solving the DNA structure. Their first serious effect was unsatisfactory. Their second, based upon more experimental evidence and better appreciation of the nucleic acid literature, results early in March 1953 in the proposal of the complementary double helical configuration. Francis Harry Campton Crick was born on 8 June 1916 at Northampton, England. He studied physics at University College, London, and obtained a BSc in 1937. He completed PhD in 1954 on these entitled X-ray diffraction, polypeptides and proteins. A critical influence in Crick's career was his friendship with J.D. Watson, then a young man of 23, leading in 1953 to the proposal of the double helical structure for DNA and the replication scheme. Crick was made on FRS in 1959. The honors of Watson and Crick include the John Collins Warren Prize of the Massachusetts General Hospital in 1959, the Lasker Award in 1960, the Research Corporation Prize in 1962, and above all the Nobel Prize in 1962. Let's come to start the chapter. Chapter 5th, Principle of Inheritance and Variation, Part 1. It includes Mendel's law of inheritance, inheritance of one gene, inheritance of two genes, sex determination, mutation, genetic disorders. Have you ever wondered why an elephant always gives birth only to a baby elephant and not some other animal? Or why a mango seed forms only a mango plant and not any other plant, given that they though are the offsprings identical to their parents, or do they show differences in some of their characteristics? Have you ever wondered why siblings sometimes look similar to each other or sometimes even so different? These and several related questions are dealt with scientifically in a branch of biology known as genetics. This subject deals with the inheritance as well as the variation of characters from parents to offspring. Inheritance is the process by which characters are passed on from parent to progeny. It is the basis of heredity. Variation is the degree by which progeny differ from their parents. Humans knew from as early as 8000 or to 1000 BC that one of the causes of variation was hidden in sexual reproduction. They exploited the variation that were naturally present in the wild population of plants and animals to selectively breed and select for organisms that possess desirable characters, for example, through artificial selection and domestication from ancestral. Wild cows, we have well-known Indian breed example Sahiwal cows in Punjab. We must, however, recognize that though our ancestors knew about the inheritance of characters and variation, they had very little idea about scientific basis of this phenomenon. Mendel law of inheritance